world of online selling and take on the challenge of figuring out if you really need a business license to make it happen. When it comes to selling online, there is only one question that always seems to come up. Do I really need a business license to sell online? As a new entrepreneur, it's easy to get overwhelmed with all the legal requirements and regulations that comes with starting an online business. But getting a business license is one of those things that always seems to be very, very shrouded in mystery. So in this video, we're going to dive into how you can figure it out, and do you really need to sell online with a business license? There's a lot of confusion surrounding business licenses, and it's easy to see why. On the other hand, you've got people saying that you need a business license to operate a legal business in the United States. While on the other hand, you got some other people saying it's not necessary if you are just like selling online or you're just selling from home, or then you just get the whole issue of where you're selling from. Are you selling from your website, or are you selling from other people's website or other platforms like Amazon, Mercari, ST, eBay? It's no wonder that so many people or so many sellers are left feeling unsure about what to do. They don't know what to do. So one of the main reasons why business licenses are such a gray area is that they vary from one person to another or one state to another. If you need to sell online, you want to sell anything online, you can always get away with it by using a simple registration like this. And it depends on the type of registration. Do you need a sales tax permit or a home occupation permit? Or sometimes you might need something else like a liquor license. So you really need to know what you want to do. And another confusion with the online sellers is they sometimes think they don't need these licenses because they are not selling a storefront. But one thing is, selling online is still considered as a business, and like any other business, is subject to laws and regulations. So even if you are just selling from your own website, or you just need to make sure that you are selling anywhere, you just need to make sure that you compile or you comply with all the rules and regulations. So let's go down to the question whether you need it or you don't need any license to sell online. It's a complex one, but there are so many variables to it. So consider where you're selling from, number one. Consider the type of product you want to sell. Whether you are selling from your own website or you are selling from other people's website, getting a business license is always better than not getting one. So it's a way to prove that, number one, you are legitimate, and also it helps you to avoid any legal issues down the line. So I want to encourage you guys to go get a business license. And another thing is, under the circumstances of selling with a business online, it all depends from what type of product, I said before, that you are selling. So if you are selling from the comfort of your own zone or the comfort of your website, you might need just only the sales tax permit or a home occupation permit. But if you are selling through a platform like Amazon, or maybe you might not need to get a license at all. But if you want to sell as a business owner, you must get a license. And you must follow Amazon rules and regulation, because we have individual and we have the business. So you need to follow it. So you need a license to be able to operate as a business on Amazon. And here's one thing. Even if you don't need a business license on Amazon, it's still a good idea to have one. It's a way to prove that you are legitimate and you are doing a legitimate business in the United States. And it also helps you to build trust among your customers, because they know that they are in the safe hands, so they don't want to worry about anything. And it's also proof that your business is legitimate anyway. In case you're thinking about what other things can I do, or what special license do I need to sell products online, okay, let's look at if you're selling food. or you are selling beauty products, you might need special license to ensure that you are meeting all the relevant health and safety regulations when you sell food. And if you're selling internationally, you might also need to comply with the regulations of other countries before you can sell. So make sure that you take into consideration before you start that business. So what's the takeaway today? Number one, do your research. Make sure you figure out what license you want and what license you need to be able to sell online. It might seem like an hustle, but trust me, it is worth it in the end. And I will be going out for this video. I want you to do what? Subscribe to my channel and also share this. In my next video, I'll be sharing with you how you can get a business license, especially if you are in Ohio. It's almost the same thing in every other city, but I'm going to be sharing with you how you can get a business license. So be sure to leave comments in the quest. If you have questions, be sure to leave them, and don't forget to check out our next video on starting a business and more tips and advice on starting that business. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.